Hello, I'm Adrian, and today I want to show you how to play Chinese Rocks by the Heartbreakers. And these are not the Heartbreakers usually associated with Tom Petty. This is the other Heartbreakers, Johnny Thunders band, a New York punk band from the 70s. And this song really is a classic piece of punk music. Originally, I think the song was written by Dee Dee Ramone with a little bit of help from Richard Hell, and the Ramones did later go on to record a version of this song. But this lesson is based on the Heartbreakers recording, which I think is the definitive version of this song. Guitar on the song played by Johnny Thunders, and the second guitarist in the Heartbreakers, a guy called Walter Lure. And it's nice and easy to play, it's lots of fun to play. Let me show you how to do it. So I'm going to take you through how to play this song section by section. I think if you know your basic open chords and know your power chords, then you should find this one fairly easy to pick up. If you're not sure about your power chords, I have done a couple of power chord lessons in the past which are up on YouTube, so you might want to check those out first before attempting to play this song. So two guitarists in the Heartbreakers, two guitar tracks on this song, panned hard left and right. I'm not exactly sure which one is Thunders and which one is Lure. I'm thinking Johnny Thunders is on the left hand side, but I'm not positive about that. For the most part, they're playing exactly the same thing. It's like a kind of double track, but you can hear little variations here and there, little kind of fills and things that they're doing differently. So without sort of getting too fussy about it, I'm going to get into a few of those little bits as well after I've shown you the basics of the song. Let's start with the main riff then, the one that goes like this. It really is a cracking riff, this one, all played with power chords. I'm starting with this F power chord here, down in the first position, 6th string root, so first fret on the 6th string, and then I'm holding down the 3rd fret on the 5th and 4th strings. I'm playing it with my index finger, 3rd finger and little finger. Just seems the most accurate way to do it for me. Some people like to kind of flatten down their 3rd finger and play it like that, and that's cool too. And what we're doing is we're sliding from the F power chord up 2 frets to a G power chord, and we're playing it in this kind of rhythm. So I'm playing the first power chord, I'm sliding, then I'm going down up with the pick, and then up down. So that rhythmically it's kind of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So once again I'm picking it with the right hand like this. Down, down, up, down, down. So really important to get your rhythm sorted out on this one. There is an argument for playing this with all down strokes. That's kind of sounds equally good, I think, a little bit different, but that works just as well. Up to you which approach you take on that, but the rhythm is the same no matter what you do. So we're going to do that riff twice, and again. Then all we're doing is moving it down to the next set of strings. So we're going between this power chord and this power chord, which is kind of a B flat to a C. These are both 5th string root power chords, and we're doing exactly the same thing. And then we can repeat the whole main riff. So that's the basic intro and main riff. Now let me just talk about a few of the little fills and variations you can hear on the recording. Really nice is this kind of long slide up the neck that you can hear one of the guitars do, which goes like this. So kind of halfway through the riff, when you're going from the B flat to the C, I'm just sliding all the way up to the 15th fret on the D string. Then sliding back down again perhaps, coming down on the A string, I don't think you have to be too fussy about that, but it's that kind of long slide idea which is really nice. So there's that, and then the other guitarist is doing this kind of unison bending thing on the second half of the riff, which goes like this. And that's just playing the C note on the top string, playing that with my index finger, and I'm bending this B flat here on the B string. I'm bending that up to C as well. So you've got those two C notes ringing against one another, which creates that really nice kind of unison sound. And I'm just sort of re-attacking that bend a few times, I think. So you can do that in the second half of the riff instead of playing the B flat to C power chords. So I think that about covers the main riff. Let's move on and talk about the verse as well. That goes like this. So you can see that's fairly straightforward. Again, just these two power chords, F and G. At the very start of the verse, there's this kind of rhythmic thing. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So you've got a bar of the F, and then G and 2. Just a little kind of upbeat rhythm there. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Listen to the recording to sort of hear exactly how that works. And then it's just F to G, a bar on each of those chords to the end of the verse. 1. Mainly playing that with 8 notes, all downstrokes of the pick. Possibly a little bit of palm muting as well will sound good on that. So that's the basic verse. And once again, there are little variations on one of the guitar tracks. So I think on the other guitar track, you're getting something like this. A few more elaborate things going on there. Once again, we're starting with the F power chord. You can hear a little single note feel there as you go to the G, and then you've got an open G string. Pull off from the 3rd fret to the open G string, and then hitting that G chord on the upbeat. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Then it's back to F. And then again on the G chord, the second guitar is just playing this sort of offbeat rhythm, I think. I'm just playing it on the open G and D strings. It's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then just leading into the chorus. There's a little, I guess it's a kind of rock and roll kind of a lick. It's like a Chuck Berry idea or something, and that just goes like this. Sliding up to the 4th fret on the 3rd string, playing the 3rd fret on the 2nd string 3 times, possibly just catching the 3rd fret on the top string as well if you want to. Then I've got a hammer on from the 3rd fret to the 5th fret on the 2nd string, 3rd fret on the 2nd string, and then 3rd fret on the 3rd string, and open 3rd string, and that's just leading into the chorus. It's 2 and 3 and 4. So let's talk about the chorus now then. Again, nice and easy. Seems to be played kind of down in the open position with these kind of open chords, I think. So we've got something like this. It's D, A, G to A. So 2 beats on D, 2 beats on A, 2 beats on G, and then we're back to A again. And you're just kind of pushing into that A chord. It's played on an upbeat, I think. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1. Something along those lines. Be fairly loose with your right hand. It's a combination of kind of quarter notes and eighth notes. But listen to the recording and get the vibe of that. And again, one of the guitars is just throwing in a little kind of variation on that, which sounds like this. So just before the riff repeats, there's just an open A string, 3rd fret on the A string, and open A string again. So it goes D, A, G, G, A, and then round again. So that's the chorus. Couple more bits I need to talk about. There's a kind of solo section, middle eight, whatever you want to call it. That goes like this. We've got that's the rhythm guitar part for that section. It's just E, G, and A. I'm just playing open E. For the G, I'm kind of playing a kind of power chord G, I suppose. So 3rd fret on the low E, muting the 5th string, open D and G, and 3rd fret on the B string, muting the top string. So yeah, we've got E, G, important thing here is the rhythm. The E is on the 1, and we're pushing into the other 2 chords, so they're both played on upbeats. So it's kind of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. We just do that again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2, 3, 4. Then it's just D, A, G, and once again all of those are played on upbeats. I think it's 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then you hear this kind of long sort of slide down. I'm sort of guessing it's played on the low E string. Just kind of picking that as fast as you can with the pick. There's a little bit of a scrapey sound as well, so you might just want to angle your pick a little bit so you're kind of cutting into the string and getting a bit of that scraping kind of noise. So that's the rhythm guitar on the middle section. A couple of little lead guitar licks as well, which you can have a go at, which go like this. First lick here, we're just bending up here at the what's that? The 19th fret on the 3rd string, and then playing the 17th fret on the top 2 strings. So bend. So once again, it's just kind of a rock and roll kind of a lick. So that comes where the A chord falls. So it's E, G, and then there's one more lick. Which is just a bend at the 7th fret on the 3rd string, 5th fret on the 3rd string, to the 7th fret on the 4th string. So that's the middle section, and I think all I need to talk about now is the ending bit, which goes like this. Once again, not nice and easy. It's just D to A. We've got D on the 1, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, but we're pushing into the A chord, so that's on the upbeat of 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And so we do that 3 times, and then the final chord is an E minor. And then if you want, just at the very end of the song, you can just hear this kind of thing, which is just the 2nd fret on the 3rd string, pulling off to the opened 3rd string, and then hammering. So it's a kind of trill thing between those 2 notes. Ending with a bit of a bend on the 2nd fret on the 3rd string. And I think that about covers everything in the song. As I say, fairly easy one to play, but make sure you do this easy stuff well and get it absolutely right. Make sure all of those rhythms are sounding really tight. And I'm going to leave it up to you to have a listen to the recording, and you should be able to piece all of these bits together and work out you know, how many verses there are and which section comes where and that kind of thing. So there we go. I hope you have a lot of fun learning to play this song. If you haven't already done so, do check out my website, where you'll find a lot more videos and lessons across a whole range of different styles. There are quite a few lessons based on punk songs and the more alternative side of guitar playing. So if that's the kind of thing you're into, then do take a look at my site. Have fun, take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.